As some of you know, I live in the middle of nowhere. It takes me about 25 minutes to walk to the mailbox, 25 minutes to walk back. So it takes me about an hour to pick up my mail. This is mail that is delivered by Canada Post. If I order anything from Amazon, which I try not to, 9 out of 10 times it's sent by private courier. So that could be UPS, FedEx, Purolator, DHL. Most of the time it's DHL, or some other company that is private, which supports the gig economy, because they can work on weekends and they can deliver any time of the day. Moving out here has forced me to really think about whether I really need something. Not having the ability to get it right away has transformed how I view consumption. I still buy things online. I still want things, don't get me wrong, but it makes me think a little harder. If I lived in the city where getting things delivered to my house is so easy, so frictionless, I think I would amass more junk in my house. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the city are experiencing that right now and they don't even know it. Of course, Amazon makes it very easy for you to return things. And so what that creates, I think, is a little bit of an economy of waste. You feel so free to buy anything, anytime you want, return it anytime you want. Some people would say, oh, it creates jobs. No, it creates bullshit jobs. It creates a lot of waste. I watched a documentary where a majority of returns are not actually returned. They're sent to some kind of distribution center where it becomes unresellable junk and either goes to a landfill, some kind of like recycling depot, and then the thing that you return probably would have been just fine for resale, but it costs more to resell something than it is to throw it away. So the most economical move for businesses is to just throw it away. And that's really fucking sad. I found a little pocket of sunlight. I'm just gonna stand in it for a little bit. This is nice. I hope no one will run over me. I don't think anyone's gonna run over me. Oh, this is so nice. All right, I'm gonna switch the stabilization to just standard and see how it goes. I think it will crop in a lot less. Okay, so I realized that there's actually dynamic active stabilization, which I was using earlier, and this one is active stabilization, and there's also standard, which I'm not using right now. Oh, take a look at this stream of light. Active stabilization's a lot less cropped in, but I'm still holding the camera around the same distance away from me. I think I like this framing a lot more. I think before it was like way too close, but this is further out, which I like, and I don't need to stretch my arm out as much. My living in the middle of nowhere has been beneficial to an extent. See that light behind me in that tree? Yeah. Shoot, a snowbank. Yeah. All right. I brought with me the, you're like slanted. I brought with me the Sony A7C II and a 35mm f1.8. And I'm going to snap a picture with it. Because there are no pedestrians, people, and I say people, motorists, people who drive cars and trucks, they act like they've never seen pedestrians before. And sometimes they end up hitting a lot of wildlife, which is really sad. So where I live, there are a lot of deer, just people and deer and wolves. I only saw a wolf maybe once or twice in my life while living up here, and it's only been about 3-4 years. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. Probably put you back down to standard stabilization. That's much better. Right. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So when there's a package that is too big for the mailbox slot that we have. We get one of these. I've only had my hands exposed to the cold for less than a minute. My fingers have already started feeling uncomfortable. It's about minus 16 degrees Celsius right now. In the morning, it was like minus 22 degrees Celsius. I think I can take the sunglasses off now. So this is still active stabilization, not dynamic active stabilization, and not standard. I think it's doing a pretty good job. So this is the Sigma 17mm f4 lens. It's designed for full frame cameras. So I'm visiting Norway in March. My friends in Norway say Norway, northern Norway, I'm talking about like Lofoten Islands, is pretty cold and rainy. I mean, I think the whole country rains pretty much every day. That's probably not true. If you're Norwegian and you have like this urgent desire to correct me, please correct me. It's good for the algorithm. I heard that it's going to be very cold and rainy. I'm so prepared for that. I can handle it. If I can handle walking in minus 13 degrees Celsius weather to get my mail for an hour, I think I can handle anything. However, I did check. It's colder here than it is in Norway right now, but the difference is there's no wind. I would imagine if it was windy, it would hurt a lot more. You know how people in the south, they say, oh, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. Here, it's not the cold, it's the wind. Not the same ring. Like just because it's minus 20 degrees Celsius here doesn't mean that it's that cold. It's so nice to walk outside. It's so nice to walk outside. The reason why I'm not looking at the camera all the time is because you have to have awareness of your surroundings at all times. If I do see wildlife, I want to know. I don't think there are bears up here. I just saw a deer. So funny. Speak of the devil, I saw a deer cross the road just now. There might be more behind it, so we'll see. I really wonder where these deer live during the winter time, because I wonder if they have their own cabin. If anyone here is an expert on deer, please tell me. How do they keep warm in the wintertime? Do they build their own shelter like the way beavers do? I saw one deer, I think. Usually deer don't travel by themselves, I don't think. Every time I've seen them up here, they're in packs of like 2 or 3. Sometimes a whole family of like 6 to 8. There's a lot of turkeys up here. Like wild turkeys. Turkeys always travel in packs of like 10 or 20, like a gang. There's always 3 adults and the rest are like little kids. Makes me wonder like who the third adult is. Like is the third adult like wild bachelor uncle or a sassy spinster aunt who refuses to have kids but somehow got looped into taking care of their siblings' children. So right now I have it on shutter priority, 1/50. F-stop is, when I started out, it was around F11. Right now it's going between F7.1 and F8, and ISO has kept at a steady 640 the entire time. It's looking good so far. All right, I'm almost home, so I'm gonna stop vlogging right now because I don't really want to give away too much about where I am. I moved out here for a reason, and that is to get away from all of you. I like people, I just don't like them coming to see me. See you later. Bye.